What is good, New Britain? We in the building, man. I love to see it. I love to see it. We're officially halfway through year 11. Last week was crazy. We raised over $3,500 so far in 2024. I mean, it's crazy. You remember like year 1 and year 2, we're like, yo, we raised $100. Yo, this is great. And now we're doing real big things with a lot of commas. Everything tonight goes to the Friendship Center in New Britain. All the food, all the cans, all the clothing, every single red cent goes directly to them. Shout out to all the performers who are donating their talent.
When we started year 1, not only myself, but I don't think anybody who was really a part of it knew what to really expect. We were kind of just like flying by the seat of our pants. We were just like having fun. We were all so much younger. We were just kind of wilding out and like having fun, and like we were nowhere near the scope where we are now. And I don't think I was thinking about year 11. I mean, I don't even think I was thinking of year 2, if I'm being completely honest, you know, but like a decade later, here we are, and we're larger than ever, you know?
The perfect 10 was like beautiful, and like last year was amazing, and like coming into it, I was 23. I'm 33 now, so like it was completely different than it is now.
I've been with Hip Hop for the Homeless for about 8 years now. My experience has been more or less a breath of fresh air, honestly. Being able to get the outlet to perform and showcase my art and also do a good cause at the same time, it was just, like I said, a breath of fresh air. It just made me feel so good, more human, more pure. It just felt like, why aren't we doing this more, you know?
I've been with them for, I'd say, a few years, and it's been a great experience so far, like just being able to share my experience with everybody else through music and then coming together for a cause, you know, that's bigger than us. After every time I've performed, I'm always grateful, first and foremost, for the opportunity. I always hope that at least one person got touched by something I said or something I did or on stage, or just the way that maybe the way I look or something just resonated with somebody. I just want to resonate with some people, you know, and that's really what I'm grateful for.
Hip Hop for the Homeless means a lot because coming from, you know, the city, the inner city, especially Hartford, you see a lot, and you see a lot of people outside in the cold. To just be part of something that could give back to that and affect that cause is something that's always been really big for me. So I definitely appreciate just being a part of it, and specifically for me, Hip Hop for the Homeless too. I just came back from you know, going through hard times in life, and Bruv has always been there. So the first thing I would do is just go see Bruv and be like, yo, I need to get my feelings off. And cut the mic on, and we record some fire. And the very next place we have to go, like, try this stuff out and see the effects of this stuff would be a Hip Hop for the Homeless at these early times.
I think it was a year, I might have been year 2 or 3, where I was actually homeless. I was basically like couch hopping for like that entire time period. My DJ Mo Nichols, who's been a part of, I think, pretty much all the years, joked. He's like, hey, this event might actually be to benefit you this year directly. There's a couple of acts that actually have been homeless during the time period of them performing and have continued to come back every year. You know, we're all in different places at this point. So, I mean, it serves as a platform, yes, for people's artistry and for a way for them to get off and get some stage time and get in front of people they probably haven't been in front of before, but also serve the community very well.
When I think about it, I think it's held me down. Like, we all live life and life's be lifing. There was even a point where I was performing and I was homeless. And it's built memories in this community of people that, like, you don't feel alone. And it's not just about the giving, it's those moments where you need and there's somebody there. It's just always there. Like, it's almost like a home for like hip hop, for real. Which is ironic that it's hip hop for the homeless, and like it gives you a home. Like, it's beautiful.
I think it's a great sense of like bringing people together, and also it's for a great cause. It helps people who are less fortunate in the community, helps them uplift their spirits during a messed up time, an unfortunate time. I feel as if they're a part of the hip hop for the homeless, it's definitely a great contribution for the community. When they reached out to me to perform, I felt very ecstatic, excited, and very much like, okay, this is a way for me to showcase my talent to people who might have not seen me perform live. I always look forward to it because you may meet different people and network with different people, and it's also for a great cause. Like, that's mainly the main thing. Like, it's beyond me, it's for people who are that need it. Because sometimes it can get very dark during these times.
I was doing stuff like this before, I can't say before, but I was doing it without Hip Hop for the Homeless. So I understand what it's like to, you know, to be of service to someone. But I didn't know prior to Hip Hop for the Homeless that I could do that with my talent, if that makes sense. Like, I never thought like, oh, you know what, I could put on a show and then get more other rappers to do it. I was just like, you know what, let's do a fundraiser, or let's do a toy drive or something like this. But I feel like I wish I would have beat Joey to it. Like, I wish I would have beat him to it. But yeah, Hip Hop for the Homeless has given me way more than just an opportunity to showcase music. It's given me like a family, I guess.
I think as active musicians and active performers in the state of Connecticut, in the hip hop scene, we always wanted to play shows. We always wanted to rock. We always wanted to wild out. We always wanted to have fun. Now, the philanthropy of it, the raising money and the collecting donations of it was obviously the point. But none of us, regardless of age, have ever seen something that was romantic or even ideal or even attractive to young people, right? It's all just like very crunchy, older images and ideas on how to collect funds. So when we were able to combine hip hop and having a fun show with also raising funds, I think it just made sense of the demographic that we were trying to attract. We've kind of always stayed in the same cities. Like, the cities in Connecticut that need the most help, everybody knows, right? Like New Haven, Hartford, Bridgeport, New London, like these are the cities, these are the counties that need the most help. So we've always kind of stayed in that realm and then added little shows here and there. If artists have come to me and been like, yo, I really want to do something in this city because this is where I'm from, this is where I rep. And that's where kind of New Britain came from. It's kind of where like Manchester came in. The thing that has happened throughout this tour has been the breaking of stigmas. I think the negative stigma around hip hop and the negative stigma around like Connecticut original hip hop and independent hip hop movement, we've kind of turned that on its head.
It's kind of a reminder to show people to say like, hey, hip hop is not about violence or all these other things that people attribute to that. And we come together to say like, nah, hip hop is about expression.
When you talk about hip hop, you can't talk about it like a monolith. Like, there's so many different facets of hip hop, so many different people. Just like on Earth, there's so many different ways that you can perceive or interact with different folks. And we show people that hip hop is not violence, guns, and all this other stuff.
It's also an art. It's a voice of reason. It's a way to get expressions out. It's not all about just violence, drama, you know, all the bad things that hip hop is wrapped around. I think it's awesome that we've never had any bad things happen in these events.
It's unfortunate there's this stigma of like violence and, you know, the combative nature of trying to be, you know, the top dog, whatever it is. The fact that Hip Hop for the Homeless has never had one incident like that, I think that just speaks to the energy that surrounds that culture, you know?
Hip hop is meant to affect the community, and I think Joey has created absolutely one of the highest definitions of hip hop affecting the community in such a positive and amazing way. He's a big inspiration to me for that reason, if I gotta be honest with you.
I think everybody understands in our genre, in our world of hip hop, you know, it's a slippery slope, right? One bad write-up, One bad piece of press, one horrible story in the media can shatter a career, can shatter a movement. So before I've asked anybody to be part of this, I've let them know that, hey, no matter what we're doing, this is bigger than our individual names. Put your name on any flyer that you want, say your name 1,000,000 times on stage, but by the end of the night, the purpose is bigger than us. So put your ego aside, put any issues that you have aside, and recognize that you're doing this for the community and you're doing this for the state and essentially like the world and humanity, right? So I think people recognize that, and that allows us to be more human, and that allows us to not be so polarizing.
One of the number one things that make people smile in this world is music, and probably that comes second to that is dancing. And I think everybody deserves to have a smile on their face, and I think everybody deserves to bust a dance at any time.
Thank you so much for coming through tonight. Thank you to Hot Rods for having us. We're really, really pumped to be here. You already know the work that we're trying to do. We're trying to be boots on the ground. We're trying to help all the nonprofits in the cities that we play shows at. We're trying to help them raise money. We're trying to help them collect donations. What we have for you are these nice Year 11 t-shirts. Let's go. All the proceeds from those shirts go directly to charity. So
I knew that there were funds coming into Connecticut. I knew that there were funds being funneled to nonprofit organizations. And from what I saw as a private citizen, as you put it, those funds weren't being allocated properly, and those people weren't doing big enough things to make change. Right? The last, decade and a half, even before Hip Hop for the Homeless started, I realized that I need to be a change agent in my community and in society. I've used that energy to attract other people around me who also want to just, as we call it, hop on a train. The train's leaving the station. We need to be a catalyst for change, and we need to get busy.
Joey mainly also brought me on because I do this outside of my regular life. I go out, I cook, I make 200 plates of food, and I feed it to the homeless. I bring the youth. I've seen some of my friends from high school that Joey has taught, and I'm feeding them. So, and that's pretty serious. Like you seeing one of your buddies that you went to school with, and you're feeding them, it definitely definitely hits home, definitely hits home. And Joey's making a difference every single day with this.
I knew that we were leaving money on the table. I knew that we were leaving opportunities on the table because all of those funds are going to people who move way slower. Sometimes you have one winter to change somebody's lives before they end up dead, right? Sometimes you have less than 12 months to help a family to get food, to get a coat on a kid's back before they succumb to the cold of winter. I mean, that's a horribly morbid topic, but it's real, right? So we can't move slowly with this. We have to really put our foot on the gas, and I knew that we'd be able to make way more waves and have a way bigger impact if we were official.
If anything, all other charities need to get on. You guys need to help. Let's go. Let's make this a more of a team effort.
Doing this will allow us to do a lot more during the year, other than just in the cold seasons. We're doing a lot more already with like the different fundraisers and such that are happening in other times of the year. I don't want to ever have anybody be in the place I was in when I was homeless also, and trying to be an artist still and project my art form out to people. And I'm hoping that us doing this and continuing forward is going to help get people out of that situation.
So now that we have this moniker of an official 501(c), I want to be able to really start getting into those communities more. I really want to start working with these other nonprofits year round, because I think that we could really, really, really be a change agent for a lot of what they need.
Make some noise once again for Kilimanjaro. Chibaga. Yeah. You guys still feeling good? Say yay. Yay. You guys ready for the next act of the evening? Yes, we are. Check. Good, because I am too.
I asked them to volunteer their talents. I leaned on the venues. I asked them to volunteer the space, and fuck, here we are, man, 11 years later. It's kind of crazy, man. We've raised a lot of funds. We've made a lot of friends. We built a really tight-knit community, not only with the performers, not only with the venues and the cities that we serve, but also the nonprofits. So I know a lot of you, yeah, thank you. I I know a lot of you copped a t-shirt or a beanie today. That's really what we're doing here. Not only do we get a chance to listen to great music, I love how humongous and immense this pile is. That's definitely gonna go a long way. But if you have $5, $10, $20 or anything in your pockets, you know, before you leave, I would definitely appreciate it if you consider donating.
I see us being able to create more opportunities throughout the calendar year as Hip Hop for the Homeless becomes officially incorporated. Now that year 11 is our first official year as a nonprofit, we're really excited to be able to apply for more funding. We're really excited to be able to apply for more grants. We're really excited to like reach out to other sponsors and let them know that like, hey, you could hit us up. And you know, everything that we're doing is less scary because we could offer you a tax write-off, right? So now we can step to people and say, hey, we're official, we're documented, our books are open. You can see all the numbers that we did every single year that we've been doing this, as opposed to the first 10 years that we've been doing this. So hopefully with that more support and more funds coming in allows us to do bigger and better things.
It's something that's going to be the next big thing, because a lot of people don't have time to get back. Hip Hop for the Homeless took us out of our regular daily lives, brought us in regular people that want to make a change, that want to do better. We're trying to find a path and how to push.
Well, I see Hip Hop for the Homeless being a huge festival, tapping into different markets, different areas, different people that need help. Even like you were mentioning before, up and coming artists, you know, tapping into those. I see big things for Hip Hop for the Homeless.
This is something that's gonna keep continuing to grow. So it's gonna keep growing bigger and bigger, and hopefully it just expands beyond what it actually is. It could go to different states, who knows, out of the country, and do, like we could do this for other communities that are less fortunate.
I feel great about the organization. I feel like it's on the rise and the up and up. Let's go, 11 years, and to many, many more.
I'm proud to be a part of Hip Hop for the Homeless. Thank you as well for having me, and I hope that we can keep making a difference, and I hope people come out and actually see this and be a part of this. This is something that's open to the public, for everybody. Come out, show us love, be a part of it. If you're an artist, connect with Joey. We're running, baby. We're going. We're out.